Welcome to VGK Today, presented by MGM Rewards, a daily podcast bringing you an inside look at the Vegas Golden Knights' 2023 Stanley Cup playoff run. I'm Justin Russo with the Golden Knights on Thursday, May 25th, and tonight the VGK have their first opportunity to eliminate the Dallas Stars and advance to the Stanley Cup Final, with Game 4 set for 5 p.m. Pacific Time from Dallas. Vegas is coming off a dominant Game 3 win on Tuesday that set them up for this very opportunity. 3 goals in the opening 7 minutes and 10 seconds of the game set Vegas up for success, while Adin Hill finished things off with his first career playoff shutout. With the Golden Knights on the brink of reaching their second Stanley Cup Final in franchise history, Ashali Vise takes us inside the room for a look at how the players are handling these important moments.
Well, thanks, Justin. A big Game 4 morning and a chance to advance to the Stanley Cup Final. And with that kind of opportunity, you might expect that things around the Golden Knights dressing room would have a certain level of intensity or seriousness. But for this group, it seems to just be fun. Fun on the ice, fun in the dressing room, in the hotel where they play poker and Connect Four and Hangman, in the hallways of the arenas where yesterday they were playing a game of soccer with a joy similar to what you'd see when watching children running to the playground for recess. And fans have seen a glimpse of that spirit through the videos the team posts after each win, where the player of the game can be seen donning a wig and glasses in an attempt to look like Elvis Presley. That's a tradition that began in November, thanks to the effort of Jack Eichel, who pulls back the curtain on what it's like behind those dressing room doors. How much fun are you having right now?
Yeah, a lot. It's been a really cool experience. Obviously, the first for me playing in the playoffs, and it's been great. Just enjoying it with the group, and it seems like everyone's having a good time. Helps when you're doing well, so it's been a lot of fun.
I know the fans have been having fun watching you guys, especially watching the videos of all of the post-game celebrations. And a lot of the fans don't really know how the Elvis tradition, the wig, the glasses came about. So I'm hoping you can share with the fan base kind of your role in that.
Yeah, so we had a different player of the game sort of tradition last year. And then at the beginning of this year, we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do. And we were giving something away for the first, month or so of the season, but it was different than what we do now. And we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do. Trying to think of something Vegas. We were debating on maybe getting a jacket made or something, and I ran the idea by Stoney. Why don't we do an Elvis wig and some sunglasses or something? I think that would be funny. So that's sort of where it came about, and so we've been doing that for a while now, and I think it's a good tradition. Obviously, you think of Elvis, you think of Vegas, you think of our win song at T-Mobile. They play it on the ice after we win, so I thought it worked nicely together, and I think people like it now.
How many versions of wigs and sunglasses and things like that did you order or try on before you found the perfect one?
I think I ordered 2. I looked at a few, but I didn't really go too crazy with it. It's getting thrown around in people's bags and stuff, so wanted a cheap pair of sunglasses, and the wig probably could have used a little bit of hairspray and a comb early in it, but it's gotten better.
Who has made the best and the worst Elvis so far? Who pulls it off best and worst?
Best and worst. God, I don't know. I don't really think there's been any bad Elvises. Best, somebody who's got good facial hair, dark features. I don't know who would have the best. Maybe Hager. We've had some good ones. I thought LB was a good Elvis. There's probably a lot of guys.
You're a music guy. Are you an Elvis fan?
My godmother would kill me if I said it, but I'm not a huge Elvis musical fan. I wouldn't say he's on the top of my list by any means. I think everyone respects and admires all the trailblazing he did for music and everything that he was, but my godmother loves him, so God bless her, but I don't I'm not somebody who's going to throw Elvis on.
What do you feel like these post-game traditions, whether it's the Elvis, whether it's the trio of win songs, which I want to ask you about as well, why are all those things important?
It just brings a group together. It's something you look forward to. The games, you exert so much energy, and it's obviously a stressful period playing a hockey game, and there's a lot that goes into it. So, to be able to come into the room after a game and enjoy that, the few moments we have before you guys come in and ask us questions, to enjoy those few moments, it's always a special time and something that I think everybody looks forward to after winning.
Before we bombard into the room, you guys have usually played Never Going Home already, but there's a couple of other songs that you play directly after that. Can you share any of the backstories to any of those 3 songs that you guys listen to after games?
I don't really know where Dancing Queen came about. That's one that we normally always play. Never Going Home. It was sort of, we were picking between a few win songs early in the year, and wanted something that's easily sing-alongable, and we had that long road trip early where we went east. I think we went to like Washington and Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, Buffalo, I think, and it felt like we were felt like we were on the road forever. So we won a couple of games on that road trip, and I think everyone really started to embrace the song then. It felt like we were never going home. We were on the road for quite a bit. Dancing Queen's just a classic. I think everyone enjoys that one. So it's been good. Yeah, I think everybody gets into the music, and we've picked a few good songs.
Take On Me one as well. But that's often playing by the time we get into the room.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's just coming on after Dancing Queen. But that's always on in the locker room a bit. I wouldn't say it's part of our win song, but it's another good one.
You talk about how the group comes together on the road. I know at the hotel the other night you guys were playing several games. What do those nights look like when you guys are just kind of hanging out?
Yeah, it's great. I think that's been one of the cooler aspects of the playoffs is we have our team room, and everyone gets in there in the evening. We have supper together, and we have the opportunity to spend time together, and there's poker games going on. Some guys are just hanging, watching hockey or whatever, and there's a lot of different things going on. The other night we had some Connect 4 players, and so it's been pretty good. It's been fun.
I heard you were challenging in Connect 4. Are you a Connect 4 guy, or are you just trying to be competitive any chance you can?
I was just trying to be competitive, and Paul Cotter actually challenged the whole team in Connect 4. Not knowing that he was actually a good Connect 4 player. He's got like some sort of strategy from the game. I had accepted his challenge, and unfortunately he was better than me. But I'm sure people wouldn't really expect Paul Cotter to be any strategist, but he was pretty good at Connect 4. Maybe he should. Maybe you should take that up a little more.
Do you know what that strategy is? Did he share it? Can anyone listen?
I don't know what his strategy was, but there were moments during the game where he was saying like he should have went there, or he should go here. Strategy says go there or whatever, and I was just like, I was a little bit like taken back when I first started playing with him. I didn't expect him to be some sort of Connect 4 guru, but apparently he plays a lot, and he definitely deserves to be the best or whatever on the team. He took down a few guys, and myself included.
We'll definitely follow up with him on that. By the time people are listening to this, it is going to be the morning of Game 4. You guys have a chance to advance to the Stanley Cup Final. How do you view the opportunity?
It's a great opportunity for our group. We've done a lot up to this point to earn a series lead, but we also know that the next game is going to be the hardest to win, and the desperation level from their team is going to be as high as it's been in the series, and we understand the importance of trying to not give the other team any momentum and not allow them to feel good about themselves and feel like they're competitive in the series. It's it's important for us to come out and have a similar start as we did in Game 3 and try and get as much momentum as we can on our side and not give them any. we know it's going to be a different game than it was, and we need to prepare ourselves for their hardest push of the series so far. But it's a great opportunity for us. Obviously, it's an opportunity for us to punch our ticket to the Stanley Cup Final with our next win, and why not do it tomorrow?
And it was Ivan Barbashev saying thank you very much after Game 3, and they hope to give out that wig and glasses again tonight after Game 4. If they do it, it'll be off to the Stanley Cup Final for the Vegas Golden Knights. Justin, it's going to be a good one. With that, I'll send it back to you.
Oh, it certainly will, Ashley. I know I can't wait for Game 4, and I'm sure the rest of Las Vegas feels the exact same way. Nice to get a peek inside the locker room, and fun to hear just how light the group is keeping things despite the high intensity of these games this time of year. Of course, as Jack mentioned, it's always easier when things are going well, but for Vegas, with all the veteran leadership that they have, they know how important it is to stay calm, have fun, remain even-keeled. We've heard a lot of that throughout the postseason from Bruce Cassidy and these players about remaining even-keeled, because after all, this is what those guys dream of, playing in big games at this time of year. So you have to find a way to have fun throughout it at some point. One thing, though, that wasn't so fun for Vegas in Game 3 was the cross-checking penalty taken by Stars captain Jamie Benn on Vegas captain Mark Stone. Benn cross-checked Stone right above the shoulders while Stone was on the ice in a defenseless position. The penalty resulted in a 5-minute major power play for the Vegas Golden Knights, in which they were able to get one goal to extend their lead to 2-0 early in the first period. Now, Mark Stone spoke with the media yesterday and commented on the incident, though it was before any discipline was announced.
Not going to sit here and say I loved it, but we got the 5-minute power play. The refs handled it the way it should have been handled, and we got a big goal from it, got a ton of momentum for our team. So, I didn't love what transpired, but it got handled the right way. We stuck together as a team, and now focus is Game 4.
Mark with some understandable frustration with how things went down, but also happy with how the VGK took advantage of the situation, and now we know the fallout of Benn's actions. The Stars captain will be suspended 2 games for his incident with Mark Stone, meaning that he will not be on the ice for Game 4 and, if necessary, Game 5. And really, this is like a 3-game suspension, since he received his game misconduct for cross-checking just 2 minutes into Game 3, so almost 3 full games missed for Jamie Benn. A huge blow for Dallas, who will be without their captain tonight, and all the more reason for the VGK to take advantage and close things out as soon as possible. Game 4 comes our way tonight from Dallas at that same 5 p.m. Pacific time that we had in Game 3. It's the first elimination game of the series, and with Vegas up 3-0, they're looking to win the Clarence S. Campbell Bowl for the second time in the franchise's 6-year history. We also know now who awaits the Western Conference champions, as the Florida Panthers swept the Carolina Hurricanes to advance to the Stanley Cup Final from the East. They did so on a Matthew Tkachuk game-winning power play goal with just 4 seconds left to break a 3-3 tie in Game 4 and send the Panthers to their second ever Stanley Cup Final. So hopefully, Vegas gets a chance to make amends for their first loss in 2018, just as the Florida Panthers are looking to do for themselves after their initial loss in 1996. So when you tune into Game 4 tonight, you can do so on ESPN on TV, while Dan Duva and Gary Lawless have the radio play-by-play coverage on Fox Sports Las Vegas. And if you want to watch the game with some fellow VGK fans, come down to the official watch party at Mandalay Bay Beach at Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. Party will begin at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 1 hour before puck drop, and you can expect some cool giveaways, including a Jonathan Marchessault game-used stick and tickets to the 2023 postseason, which could very well be tickets to the Stanley Cup Final, the way the VGK are trending at the moment. So again, come down to Mandalay Bay Beach at Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino this afternoon. Party begins at 4 p.m. Pacific, game at 5 p.m. Pacific. Game 4 between the Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. This watch party is all ages, so feel free to bring everyone, your entire family. Come on down to the official watch party at Mandalay Bay Beach. Before we leave you today, I'll remind you to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss a moment of the team's quest for the Stanley Cup right here on VGK Today. Tomorrow we'll have all the reaction from Game 4 between the Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. Justin Russo signing off for episode 39 of VGK Today, presented by MGM Rewards.